Now, Dirty Harry was an XL cop, and when he told Spider Mayo to stop, the Spider turned to see who be talking and kept walking. The street was crowded, the day was hot. He pushed on through and broke into a trot, but Harry had already started to run and had out the gun. Spider ducked down an alley and disappeared. Harry ran in there after him and peered. He couldn't see much in the shadows at all till he looked up the wall. On a ladder above him, 3 floors high, a black widow silhouette crawled for sky. Harry holstered the Magnum and started to climb. Had him this time. Up top, the Spider was 3 roofs away. Harry had no time to stop and survey. He come up to the first gap on the run and landed, scrambling for the second one. A plastic tube for construction debris was the only way out that Spider could see. He crawled in starfish and clawing around, worked his way down till Harry landed on him astride. They fought like a rancid burger inside a convulsing gut till they came unstuck and fell in the truck. Spider was already down on the street and running when Harry got to his feet. He took out the Magnum and hopped to the ground. Wasn't no one around, just Spider going. An approaching van. He took up the stance and raised his hand. A light wind streamlined his aim and his clothes. He held the pose. But Spider tore open the driver's door, jumped in the van, knocked the guy to the floor, and drove back at Harry, foot to the mat. Laid it out flat. Harry stood there, put 3 slugs through the glass, jumped up on a parked car as the van veered past, but it slammed in broadside as hard as it could, and he fell off the hood. Spider screech stopped, reversed, and squealing wheels roared back at Harry, still crouched on his heels, and shattered the light bulb in Harry's head. He had to be dead. But Spider would not be played for no chump. He backed over Harry till the wheels went bump, and put it in forward, and did it again, and again, up to 10, and drove away feeling that he'd been firm. Left him in the street like a squeezed out worm. And before Harry would have had time to nod, he was facing God. "Well, Harry," God told him, "you sure blew that. I was counting on you to ice that rat. I mean, I seen screw-ups." He thumped the desk. "But this is grotesque. Spider Mayo's done things too bad to name. If he does any more now, you're to blame. I'm not threatening you. I know you're a guy who'd spit in my eye, but damn it, Harry, you're my right-hand man. And you're up here somewhat prior to plan. You owe me. And I want one more KO. Get down there and get me Spider Mayo." Now Harry'd as soon have thrown down his badge and turned in his car keys at the garage. But he figured when it came from this high, he ought to comply. He lay on the pavement with open eyes, already beginning to draw the flies. And the sun overhead, returning his look, made his retinas cook. The police were waving the traffic through and restraining the crowd. The ambulance crew rolled out the stretcher and opened it up when Harry sat up. Bloody tire tracks crossed his chest and his legs. His ribs were a bag full of broken eggs. But he got to his feet as the onlookers gawked. and walked. There were purple hollows under his eyes. Reporters surrounded him, dwarfed by his size. One held a microphone at him and said, "We thought you were dead." He stopped and looked at her. His skin was gray. What she saw in his eyes is hard to say. She was standing there with the mic still on when Harry was gone. "Dirty Harry is dead," she said on TV. "But he's back on the street. And it looks to me like whoever he's after, chances are slim. And I wouldn't be him." Meanwhile, the mayor was quoted as saying that Harry's been linked to last week's slaying of one of the lords of the inner city. And it wasn't pretty. Shouted the mayor. "He's got to be stopped. He's nothing now but a renegade cop. Some private idea of good and bad has driven him mad." The mayor would not go into detail on his own dealings with Spider Mayo. Informed forces say this could get scary. Good luck, Harry.